Okay, hello again everyone. Now we are really going to receive sampling team from the University of León. Guillermo and David are presenting. Please come up to the stage.
Good morning everyone, my name is Guillermo Riol and I am a presenter for the sampling team. We are a team of students from the University of León. 3 of us are students of marketing and the other one is a mechanical engineer. So as I said, I am the presenter. We have Alberto there, who has been the leader, Elisa, who is our controller, David, a researcher, he is the mechanical engineer, and Rosana, Fuentes and Torres, who are researchers from the University of León, and they specialize in organic food and other kinds of sustainable matters. Our team is called Sampling. We have our motto, Run Against Plastic. We focused on the goal to reduce the amount of waste produced in races in the University of León, especially plastic, which was related to SDG number 12, responsible consumption and production. We learned at the beginning of our study that the UN said that only 10% of plastic ever produced has been recycled. All the rest has been either burned, buried, or is floating in the sea. And that's our big problem. So we wanted to create a race and also to generate awareness about this problem. I will talk about the waste currently produced on races, then the way we analyzed our data, some solutions we will provide before, during, and after the race, and then my teammate David is going to talk about the product. So at first we wanted to know what kind of waste is produced on the races that are actually being organized. So the products are mainly beacon tape, plastic bottles, plastic bags, and food packaging in general. In some races, like the Marathon of London, up to 11 tons of waste are produced in each edition. Then we analyzed other EURECA-PRO'S universities, and we found out that many of them don't do anything. They organize the races, but they don't take any measure in matter of sustainability. And some of them didn't even answer. We assume they didn't do anything. But some of them gave us really good insight and gave us very good ideas about the measures they take. So our solutions. At first, we wanted to know what our potential customers feel, what their emotions are about sustainability. We used two marketing tools, which are an empathy map and a consumer journey, which helped us to understand the needs of our potential customers. So we settled for a buyer persona, which can be a woman, a girl, of 22 years old, a university student at the University of León, low income, she loves sport and running, and she is very concerned about sustainability. Then we designed a schedule for the race preparation. We would start in September, contacting with the sponsors. In October, November, and December, we would create a social media, and we would start a campaign in which we would provide information to the users about sustainability. We would ask them for new ideas, which we could implement in our race. We will prepare the race for the rest of the year, and the race will take place in May. As I said, some communication actions. We will fill our social media with contents about sustainable actions, ask them for new ideas to get the people involved. And finally, communication will have to still take place after the race in preparation for next editions. Before the race, some initiatives we have implemented are online information and registration to save paper and plastic, promotion of sustainable means of transport, because we can tell people, we can promote that they come by bike, so they can save fuel and contaminate less. And the runners will be gifted a hydration reservoir. The course of the race is 6 kilometers long. It is a circular course which starts and ends at the University of León. It crosses places of nature, natural places, and some historical landmarks from León, like the cathedral. And there will be workshops for children where some contests or challenges will take place. Well, the target of the race are mainly two people. One are the runners, who are people who want to get better marks every year and to improve their times. Then we have the walkers, who are people focused on just enjoying a good day experience, and they are interested in sustainability. We believe that it would be better if they would bring their families, their children, for the activities. There would also be a mini marathon for the children. The course would be 2 kilometers long, and children over 6 years old could take part in it. During the race, we saw that the water bottles were a big problem because those were the main waste. So we decided that hydration would be provided by cardboard cups filled with big jerry cans that the runners would fill and drink, use. Then runners who bring their own hydration pack would be given a discounted registration fee because they don't need any other water, and we would save resources. Some activities and challenges will be proposed for children at those workshops, and on the themes of sport, health, and sustainability. And the rewards for the children would be things they like. We have decided on face painting and sustainable school supplies. After the race, the prizes will be composed of hydration packs, which we believe will help the runners save water for years. Profits will be donated to local charities. All plastic waste will be recycled. Organic waste will be turned into compost. And we believe that starting numbers can be turned into running bags as a gift at the end. Now we will talk about our budget distribution. Our main expenses are insurances, promotion and the main event, and our revenues come from registrations and sponsorships. The price for participation would be 12 euros for the members of the community, 15 for people outside the university community, and just 2 euros for children. We believe these are prices, the usual for our competitors. And we expect about 250 adults and 50 children to come to the race. Sponsoring would come mainly from the University of León, León Town Hall, and also big companies like the Caldón, who are concerned about sustainability and sports. And we will ask them to provide refreshment water and solid refreshments. Also, the university will provide volunteers for organization and security, and some economic resources for the race by those companies, and the university will also provide us with some resources like the online platform to manage the payments. This is our budget. Our main revenue comes from the registration fees, also the EURECA-PRO'S grant, and the sponsorships. And our biggest costs are the insurance and the gifts and prizes for runners. And now my teammate David is going to explain our products.
Okay, hi everyone. My name, as my mate has said, is David, and I'm the engineering part of the developing of the product. For thinking about the product, we would like to think about something that could be innovative as well as sustainable. The problem with the races are that there are only a few objects we could change that could be more sustainable. So instead of that, we liked to think about what does, in a race, what does pollute the most. It was then when we thought about the runner's bag. If you know, the runner's bag is normally a plastic bag given to the runners, that contain some food or drinks or consumables. The idea we had was to exchange those plastic bags into these sugarcane containers. The thing is that these containers are completely ecologic and biodegradable. These packages can contain a sandwich and a piece of fruit, such as an apple or an orange. Here we wanted to make a prototype. We don't have the technology to work with sugarcane, so we made it with recyclable plastic. Here, the judges, you can see the prototype. And now you may think about, what about water? Runners, if they run, they would like to drink some water. Here we had two different options. The first one was to give them normal plastic bottles, and the second one was to give them biodegradable bicycle bottles. The problem with this second option is that it is pretty expensive, so we couldn't implement it quite well. So we take the first option. To solve this problem, we will make a recycling stand where people can bring us their bottles and recycle them. The University of León is making some systems, is developing some systems to recycle those bottles and to transform them into 3D printing filament. The idea of this is to create new items from waste that could be those plastic bottles. As a regard for the people that bring us their bottles, we will give them various keychains made of that recycled plastic, and they can have our logo, our slogan, or even the EURECA-PRO'S logo. I have some examples of it. And, well, why stopping there? Maybe we can also 3D print more things, such as, for example, the prices. Medals and the cups can be also 3D printed. Here I have, sorry for the walking, here I have a cup, okay? This is a scale, this is only a prototype, so in the real life it would be bigger, but it is completely 3D printed. Also, the main prizes, obviously, for the winners of the race, will win on the third place a hydration vest, on the second place some sports sunglasses, and for the first place a big sports bag. All these items will be provided by our sponsor Decathlon, and they are all made with recycled materials. As our main conclusions, we can say that plastic and paper are highly reduced in our race. There will be encouragement in responsible consumption and production of for the people. Also, all the profits will be donated to charity instances and also ecological activities that could benefit the protection of our environment. And finally, just say that the communication plan has been thought to be adapted, for our partners from other universities. It's been a pleasure to be here today with all of you, and now the choice is yours. Will you run against plastic? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. Professor Nabil Asadi is going to make his question.
Thank you again. How did you consider the logistical aspects of implementation your solution during marathons and risks? What consideration did you take into account regarding setup, operation, and waste collection?
Could you repeat the last part?
What consideration did you take into account regarding setup, operation, and waste collection?
Well, the thing is that when we plan all this event, we'd like to create an event that could be applied to all different countries that participate in this contest as the idea of the EURECA-Pro Alliance. And first of all, we contact all the universities to ask for some measures that they may apply in their own countries. And after this step, we do a further analysis considering 3 dimensions of Hospede, which is a main marketing stand. And first of all, we analyze the individualism and collectivism that may be different in one country than another. The second dimension was the masculinity versus femininity that is present in every society, and then the long-term and short-term orientation. And using all those variables, we tried to create an event that was applicable logistically and to all the societies that participate in this event, and obviously to all the universities. I don't know if it was a bit your question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your response. Now Professor Taboada is going to make a question.
I wanted to know, because this is a plan to make one race and to raise awareness of sustainability, but how is it adapted to different race conditions on trails or to different racer needs?
We designed a buyer persona who was, we studied, we researched into it, we contacted habitual runners, we had interviews with them, and we saw their needs. The people who are concerned about sustainability tend to believe they're even in a fight, because nobody else, they believe nobody else does anything about the problem. So this is something we wanted to create some kind of community for them. That's why we wanted to give importance to social media. An event that can serve to link one another with people who have the same needs and concerns. I don't know if this answers your question.
Okay, thank you.
Professor Parcina-Velos.
Hi, how do you see the future? Do you see a business case there?
We think it can be done. In reality, the University of León and many of the others organize races, and there are some things to be done. Some of them don't even consider this as a problem, so they could implement many of these measures.
The most important thing is trying to engage people and try to concern about the problem and the needs to do sustainable projects. And if they like to join all those initiatives, I think it's possible to.
But how can you make your idea sustainable?
As we are students from international trade and marketing, the most important part of the process is the implementation of communication actions, and not only in the first year of the race, because the engagement must be get after and after the years. So when we celebrate the first time the race, maybe next year more people want to join our initiative because they have heard from other people about the benefits of the event and they want to join.
Thank you.
Okay, my question is, have you considered any educational activities related with the reduction of waste during the race, or just...
These are all our measures. We considered many others, but they would not be cost efficient. In the end, we have to charge about the same as the other competitions, and we could not raise the price so much.
Okay, and the point is, have you conducted any sort of comparison between the costs of doing that and the traditional?
Yes, we've talked to the big company BASF, which works a lot with recycled materials, especially plastics, and obviously for the container part. And it would be significantly higher, the cost, making it of sugarcane than of plastic, but we think, all of us, that the benefit of it being biodegradable, it's higher than the actual difference of cost.
Okay, so thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.